Hey everybody, welcome to my first fully automated flight video using the DJI Ground Station app. I've got version 1.2 I believe, or 1.02, I forget which one. But as you can see, the vehicle took off with no problem. So I'm just going to fast forward a little bit. I've been working with this for about 4 or 5 hours today, and I think I finally got it down. I've done about 10 test flights, and this is the first fully automated test flight. So the wind is blowing from the north, which is a tailwind, so I'm heading south right now. Alright, so I just got to our first waypoint. I told the camera to tilt down to 45 degrees. That was a wild guess, and that seems to work pretty good. So now we're traversing to the left with essentially a tailwind. The wind is blowing from the right at about 14 miles an hour. It's pretty stiff breeze. Now the reason I chose this park is because I'm doing a progressive construction project. Now I've got a construction client with a long piece of property real similar in size and dimension as this park. So I figured this park would be a good test bed. They want me to film every 2 weeks for a year and a half. And basically my idea is to morph the video from one flight to the next. Alright, so you see the vehicle bouncing right now? I think that's because I didn't raise the landing gear. I just didn't see any need to raise the landing gear, but I think it changes the geometry of the bird in such a way that the center of gravity is a little higher on the bird, so it's not as stable. So now I had the camera tilt up to 25 degrees and the bird turned 90 degrees. Right now we've got a wind blowing right in the face of the camera. And again, that was a wild guess, 25 degrees, which seemed pretty good. And so now the camera's going to tilt down to 45 degrees again. Now you notice the camera is sort of yawed to the left. I'm going to guess by like 5 or 10 degrees. That wasn't intentional. This camera angle here should have been exactly perpendicular to the park. Now I can adjust this in real time if I want, but I wanted this flight to be fully automated, and I wanted to see if the bird would correct itself, and it never did. But that's alright, because I can correct that in real time if I want to. And again, you can see the camera's kind of bouncing. And I'm pretty sure that's due to the fact that I did not raise the landing gear. Alright, so now we're getting down to the north end of the park. And the camera tilts up to 25 degrees. The bird rotates 90 degrees. Now we've got a wind at our back. And we're traversing to the left. And that actually looks pretty good. I mean, this is the first fully automated flight without any tweaking. And that's that, alley cat. And we're returning home. Not much exciting to report there. I should note I took off with about 52% battery. This was a short mission, and we landed with 23% battery, so it was a good calculation on the battery usage. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks. So now you can see I've got the camera tilted down at 45 degrees, but it's kind of askew. This should have been facing the park exactly straight. Now this should have been perpendicular to the park. Now I can adjust this in real time, but I didn't. I just wanted the flight to be fully automated. I wanted to see what the camera and the vehicle would do. I wanted to see what the camera and the vehicle would do without any interference from me. But I could have straightened this, but I didn't. Now you see the camera bouncing again. I'm pretty sure that's because I didn't raise the landing gear and we're in high wind. Right now I'm fighting the wind. And I think it's about a 14 mile an hour wind. It was pretty windy. And so now the camera tilts up to 25 degrees. The bird rotates 90 degrees. And then we traverse sideways. So this mission went pretty good. This requires very little tweaking. I would maybe tilt the camera down to maybe, I don't know, 28 degrees. Just so I can get the bottom of the park. And that's it. That's the end of the mission. And she's returning to home. I'll spare you that boring part of the flight. I hope you enjoyed this video.